All right. Giving thanks. I always rub my hands together and then I listen back and I'm like, my hands sound so rough, but and so I was like, let me not rub my hands together. Greetings, greetings, greetings. We're going to give folks a little bit of time to come on. My name is Amashandra, Sanahara Amashandra, and I am welcoming you into the Sacred Mother Portal. Today's topic is a little deeper, but very, very necessary. And I am grateful to have the space to stand here with you today in this conversation. I'm going to take some deep breaths in and let folks join us. So you're on the replay, so you're getting it fresh and new. We're going to give folks a little chance to come on in, and I'm going to do some deep breathing. So if you'd like to, join me in at least 3, we might even do 4 or 5 deep breaths just to bring ourselves into our body. The breathing is to connect in to your body, to get inside, out of here, away from whatever you're thinking about. And when you're breathing in, when you're doing this exercise, I want you to really breathe and feel the oxygen going in, feel it entering your cells, feel it coming into your womb, feel it coming into your root, feel it coming in, and then release it all the way out. Feel how good letting go. It's an opportunity to practice letting go. And then again, it becomes once more an opportunity to practice receiving. So we get into a relationship with receiving and letting go through breath and breath practice. So let's breathe in together. Inhale and hold and release. Breathe in, hold, and release. Breathe in, hold, and release. And breathe in and release as you need to, as it feels good in your body to form this relationship with bringing in, receiving, and breathing out, letting go. And we're going to move into our conversation for today. Today's conversation is being brought to you by my flesh, by my humanity, by my shortcomings, by the places in which I fall short. Today's message is being brought to you by the little girl who wants to do what's best and is scared to make commitments because she doesn't want to mess up, because there is this idea that we're supposed to be perfect so that we can stay in relationship to love, right? We want to be in relationship with love. And because many of us want to be in relationship with love, we are fearful of actions that people have shown us, or we feel based on their reactions or responses that it will put us outside of love. And so we would rather lie or deny or pretend it's not a real thing. So I'm just really, really honored to bring to you my humanity this morning in this conversation about forming a relationship with integrity. So let's breathe in on that one, okay? Breathe in again. Receive and let it go. So, what happened today was when I woke up, I had 2 messages. One from a very dear, dear friend of mine who was resonating with a message that I had put up. And I was so like, oh, I was so grateful. And then I also had an email from someone who was responding because I had not completed something that I said I would do. And I had not then communicated about this thing that I said I would do. And this is someone I was forming a new in this day moment relationship with. And I recognized that I was out of integrity. It's not the first time. Probably won't be the last. However, I took that message as an opportunity to think and see and witness self. And I had to do my other work. I did my morning things. I came and I prayed and I did all the work that I normally do to get myself together. And then I reached out to this person. And I recognized that even yesterday, someone reached out to me and I had to send them a message. I had to send them a message because I had made a commitment that I thoughtlessly let go because my life had changed. And well, didn't they know my life changed? And of course, I wasn't able to do that thing. But I'd still given them words and agreements, energetic contract that I would commit something, I would do something. And I needed to honor that. I apologize because I said I would do such and such and such, and I did not do such and such and such. And I recognize that it likely had impact that I'm not even aware of. And I just needed to apologize. And her response back was, I accept your apology. When I sent the message to the person this morning and completed all the tasks, especially the one that I made to them specifically, that I would complete days ago. And yes, life gets busy, right? I sent them all and I wrote to her, I am out of integrity. And that matters to me. And I can tell you the reason of being swept up by life into other things. And I can also simply let you know that I was negligent in honoring my commitment to you. And that when I saw that this thing had been handled in a different way, I moved on from it instead of even letting that. I was supposed to, and even stepping in then. And I had to wait until I received their words. This seems out of character. Is everything okay? And so I then had to let them know it's okay. And I have to now own that, become an honorable being about it, and give you clear information and my commitment to forming a new and better relationship. So welcome to today's topic. Forming a relationship with integrity as a human access point to divinity. We will all fall short at some point. The question will be, what action will we take in that point? And many of us have been on the receiving end of someone who has not honored their commitments. And in fact, I would offer part of humanity's collective pain is the result of people who do not trust people to honor the words they speak out of their mouth. And so when we can't even trust in the words from our loved ones, when we can't trust in the words from our loved ones, our falling away from grace is a very strong reaction or response to that kind of a situation. And I was in a group recently where it was said, well, people are lying to their partner, then, what is this? What is this? Is this acceptable? And the response from some of the people were, it's a part of human condition. People lie, so we just need to understand that people will lie. And while that is true, should that be the standard, that there will be a lie and it'll just be another lie and we continue to devolve? Or will we understand that people may lie because of a fear, because of a concern, because of something like they are scared to tell or to reveal, because it will lose them access usually to love. They want to be loved, so they don't want to be seen. So I'll give you this because if I give you this, then maybe you'll accept me. If I give you this, then maybe you'll allow me to stay in relationship to this love, even if it's false, because I'll tell you this and I'll tell you that because I don't want to lose this love with you. When the deeper love is to be in integrity, in relationship with integrity. Let's move into what that word means. Integrity means wholeness. And wholeness means to be one who moves and operates in relationship to truths, even the ones that you don't know. Because when the truths come to you, when you are then revealed by the truth, when the truth shines and the light comes on and you are moving in the dark and in the unknown and in the thoughtlessness, and now the lights come on and you see what you have caused, do you blame the darkness or do you accept accountability for what you now know? While giving the other the opportunity to come back into relationship with you at their pace as they work on the divine act of forgiveness. You see, this is how the relationship becomes reciprocal, and we begin this process of breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Fear is a very low vibration, but it's a part of the human condition. And many of us carry fear because we don't want to lose our access to that thing that feeds our heart, the person, the place, the things. We want to keep that. And so I'll do anything, including lie, because I don't want to lose access to you and this other thing. And on the other side of that fear is also anger. Anger can keep us from being in integrity. Repeated disappointments by others. How about this? Giving people inaccessible, they can't even reach it, ideals. I need you to be here. I need you to be perfect. And they're like, I'm not going to do that. So, I'm just going to, I'm not. And they can't even say that. So, integrity and wholeness is the space in which we move through. And I receive this. I receive that those who have been on the other side, think about what almost everyone at this point in our humanity has experienced what it's like to be in relationship with someone, meaning contractual agreement. We made agreement. So we have an energy going between the two of us. We've made an agreement between the two of us. Okay, this and this. Okay, cool. Cool. Yes. Yes. In fact, we lit up on it. And we're like, yeah, I got this. Then the person falls short. So many of us have received the trauma, the emotional, and mental abuse of what occurs when people give us the agreement and then don't give us the follow through. And so our energetic cord is trying to connect to something, and because likely of their shame and they're not wanting to be seen, they deny your energy cord access point to relieve this pressure. And oh, that's so traumatic. Because now you have this raw cord flicking all around like, and I can't, then it just settles. And you might numb it out. But as soon as someone touches it, it sparks up again angry because it never resolved. That's the impact that many of us end up having on others, our children, our partners, our siblings, our parents, our coworkers, our bosses, our employees, our neighbors, each other in the grocery store. In so many spaces and places when we fall short of working in integrity, and people say, it don't matter to me. But what about you and they being, you are me and I am you? So we go together, or we fall together. And the more of us who choose to access the point, that it's an access point to restore integrity. It's a muscle to stand in humility of your insignificance and your falling short, knowing that they might not forgive you. What happens when you tell the truth and they don't forgive you? And walk with it. Walk with the fact that you've done all the things that you could do, and your heart still carries the fact that they have not forgiven me, but I must move forward. And I must now honor my new and next relationships with the lessons that I just learned. I now must honor them better, or do I punish everyone else? See, that's what ends up happening. If you're the one whose relationship was broken at that point of integrity, are we willing to accept that we are all living in a traumatized world with traumatized people who are probably way overextended and likely having difficulty making the connections at those integrity points? And so we begin to know, I may not be able to form new relationship with you unless I can operate at a different level of agreement. These are lessons that are not taught to our children. We demonstrate to our many children, it is what it is. This is what this is. And whatever your needs. In fact, children, our little us's are carrying so much. The little us's, like I said, I don't want to lose relationship. And they're not going to give me what they need, but I'm going to love them anyway. So I must not believe when they say things. So I don't really believe them, but I love you. You love me, but I don't really know what that looks like. But yeah, all of these things are created. So many times we may stumble off the path. So many promises may go unbroken. But when we can yield into the recognition that the sun still shines for us, The trees still give us oxygen. The water still falls from the sky, giving us sweetness. And even though there are those who are so out of order right now that they can't know, they can't trust, their breaks are so deep down into their core, they are still not outside of divine love. The sun still shines on them. The rain still falls on them. They still receive oxygen from these trees. So if they're not outside of it, I'm not outside of it. And I need to figure out how I form those relationships with beings that I can be in harmony and in integrity. And we begin to honor those people who bring us integrity, and we begin to become an honorable person who brings to people integrity. And as we become honorable people who step forward and say, I messed up and I apologize, then at minimum it becomes a conversation of, so now they're going to look to see, will we fall short again, or will we rise up again, or maybe they're going to let you just be human and know that you're in your process. I don't know. But integrity is how we form a relationship with our heart. And our heart is the path through. We can't get there without going through our heart. And we numb ourselves out from the truth of that pain of, well, that's on them. And you know what? They should have just known. They knew. They should have known. They shouldn't have trusted me because I deny. I am in denial of my accountability in relationship. This is how we move out of our humanity and into our divinity. Don't we want that? I know I do. I absolutely want relationships with people that I can count on. And I want to be able to give them grace when they need it because I understand that they too are in process. I want to give them their grace and know that if I can't count on the human, I know I can count on the divine. Why? Until that sun goes out, until the rain stops giving me sweet fresh water, until the trees deny me oxygen, just like God feeds the birds, I know God will feed me too. The divine will feed me too. That is the love. That is the sweetness. That is the truth of what is coming. So when it can't come through this person, I can release them and yield back into where my source is, the source of all of my supply. And then I can still be connected to them knowing that I am still taken care of. And then it no longer becomes abuse and trauma. It becomes a lesson of detachment and non-attachment. Detachment meaning let me move on and release my connections. Non-attachment means I'm going to love you and recognize that's where you are and release my attachments to where I would like for you to be. So we're going to play the bowls this morning. I've been called to a lot of tasks, and this new moon energy is still upon us as we are emerging back into the light of the moon coming back in that part of our rhythm. And we're also marching towards the dark of our sacred sun for those of us in the northern hemisphere, we call it the winter solstice, one of the most powerful times of the year. So as we're moving through this particular season in all these ways, I thank you for receiving this message. This was not an easy message. The form of relationship with integrity means that we understand the prayer, forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And I go into the space of those who seek to say that they do not offend. I did everything right. You don't know. Because someone may not have been able to come to you when you cut them off in traffic, or when you pushed past them, or when they spoke and you didn't speak back. when you killed that bug. They were just minding their business and you went over like, I don't like you. Forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us, because to forgive is divine. That's another way we restore integrity. Giving the other person a chance to relieve their heart, should they choose. And moving on with your heart, because you need to. We have to move on with our heart. We have to. So, there's this part of this song that I love by an artist named CeCe Peniston. And it's a very unknown song. It's not very well known. But she says, it's called I Will Be Received. Blessings. And in there, she speaks about how many times she's fallen short. How many times she's not made it and how many promises are unbroken, you know? But I tell you, that chorus opens my heart. I feel it in my heart. Now my heart is so big. And she says, and I know in the end I will be turned away no more. Yes, I know any day now that I will be received. All right, let's play the bowl, shall we? I don't want you. Who is it? That's who I want to play. Let's see. You. And you. Okay. She said that she would come and she didn't come, and I was looking for her and she didn't come. They promised me that we would go and play and we would have fun and we would go outside and we would find some sun, but we didn't go. I know that they have a father and they have a mother, and I don't have either one. Ooh. They all seem so happy over there, and I'm over here all alone. Oh, oh, oh. And if they love me, they would be there. show that they cared. They left me in the bed and I cried and cried and cried and cried and I cried myself to sleep all day. They don't care. Do they care? They have left me all alone on this road, and I've had to find my way. I've had to be strong, and people, they fell short time and time again. Where's my heart? It hurts. I yearn to be whole. There's my heart. It hurts. I yearn to be whole. My heart, it yearns. Can I be whole? Sometimes I feel I'll be all alone in this world. I'm alone. But then I notice the sunshine. I noticed the sunshine. It blinded my eyes and I cursed the sign, and I didn't want to see the light. I didn't want to see the light. And the clouds covered the sky, and then the rain started to fall, and the tears from my eyes, and we both cried. We both cried. And then the wind started to blow. Kiss my cheek so I would know that I'm not alone. I'm not alone. And I witnessed the trees, and I witnessed the birds, and all the animals they heard, and they sang the song, we're not alone. We're not alone. And then I saw what it was to be whole. As the light found my soul, I am whole in my soul. the dark of their souls. And then I saw myself in them, and I realized that I too was them, and I had fallen short, and I cried and I cried, and I knew we are one. And I breathe in, and I breathe out. I knew, I saw myself. And through baby steps I decided that I would do my best and honor my best, even when I fail. I'd restore. I learned to ask permission. I learned to follow up, and I grew proud of myself. And people told me they felt safe with me. And I found that I felt safe with me. In my soul, it was well. And sometimes the anger rages, even jealousy and envy, they come out, and I see them and hear the stories that they would tell, and we breathe out and breathe in again. We breathe out. We breathe in again. I try again. I forgive again. Work to be better again. Love myself again. I thank you for your witness in this moment. this journey of feeling and releasing, receiving the feeling like the breath, and it comes in, and even as it bounces through us, causing reactions, we still breathe out, let it go. Even as we breathe in again, it's still there, causing reactions, and we breathe out again. There's a spirit that is guiding us all while the sun continues to do its dance and the rains continue to fall. We are but a part of that whole. And so when we fall away and come back to, and fall away and come back to, slowly, 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 our fall becomes less and our moments too becomes greater. So allow yourself your process to unfold. It is simply an access point to restore integrity, to recognize when forgiveness is part of that process, to get back into relationship with that way through the divine. You know, I can keep going, but I'll stop here, and I send you light and love and blessings and peace and joy and fun and fellowship and integrity. People who bring you integrity. People who reflect the good that you put out in the world. Because we all deserve that. And that's one way that I use to know that I'm on the path. I'm like, oh, I meet such good people. And they give me chances to get better. Okay? Blessings, y'all. We're going to get there. This is what it looked like in the human experience. Peace.